How's it going, everybody, and welcome back again to another video. Today we're gonna break down each character, each legend, each hero, whatever you want to call it, but believe they are called legends. Each legend, we're gonna break down each one of them, kind of just the basis, what each one has different abilities of, what their abilities kind of do. I'm not 100% familiar with each one of them. I played each character out, tried out their specials, and there was a couple that I really enjoyed. Out of the out of the six that I have available, there's still two that I haven't done yet. You have to pay for them, and I'm just gonna try to grind on them so I can get them. But and let me know what the other two characters are about, because I didn't really get a chance to get them. I won't be able to play them until later. There's some people that do have them because they bought it, of course. But right now we're just gonna focus on the six legends that are available to everybody. My favorite right now, I would have to say, would be Bloodhound and Wraith and the Fence guy, your brother. Um, those three I have to say are my favorite because of just how their abilities are that I really enjoy to use. I know my buddy Ruffles loves to use Lifeline. Just the way he works that character is badass because he's able to pick us up, drop the little robot, everything. But like I said, we're gonna look over each one of these right now, particularly. Kind of break down their specials. They have L1 for their regular special and L1 and R1 for their main special. So each one of them has two abilities that they can use throughout the game. So we're gonna just kind of look at the basis of it, break it down a little bit, and then later on we'll have more of an emphasis on each character. Later on we're gonna have a video also looking at guns customization because I just used a really badass shotgun that had this really bad just did a lot of damage. But without further ado, guys, we're gonna dive into each character. Alright, guys, so we're gonna take a look at Bloodhound right now, and I gotta say Bloodhound is one of my favorite right now so far out of everybody. He's the one I picked first. So basically with Bloodhound, the floor lights up to where your enemy's footsteps have been, and when you see the crows, because as you go around you're gonna see your crows. If you didn't see the opening animation of them, it'll show you how close they are and how fresh those steps are. Also, it'll also indicate if someone has opened the door there yet. His L1 ability, it scans the area around him. I couldn't do it in this video because I came really close to the person. But now if we look at his main special, his L1 and R1, he goes into beast mode. So basically, he goes silent. He can't be heard at all. And as he walks around, the enemy's steps light up in red, exactly being that he just passed by here moments ago. And the second you actually find an enemy, he is lit up red. So as you can see there, I snuck up on this guy. He had no idea that I was there. And as you can see, as I ran him by to see for his teammates, I saw that there were more fresh red steps up here, but they were just running around in circles, and my time ran out. But for Bloodhound, his ability is to be able to sneak on people, so he can walk up around and scout and let everybody know what's going on. So that's the main reason I really like Bloodhound, because of the fact that he can actually alert people to where your team to where he's at. So if you guys go to loot a place, you'll be able to see the steps. He's like, oh, you know what, guys? There's somebody here. Let me scan. You press L1. No hostiles in the area. It'll let you know if there's somebody nearby. And if once you do find somebody, then you can just activate his main special and sneak up on them and just blast them up like that. So that's basically the basis of Bloodhound. So next up is going to be our brother. I really don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's the defense, more so the tank, the shield kind. And I really like this character a lot too. He'd be my second choice if I can't pick Bloodhound. And the reason I really like this character too is the fact that when you aim, you actually get a really nice shield that pops up temporarily. Yeah, if you shoot it a couple times, it will disappear. But I like the fact that when you aim, you get that shield. His L1 is going to be a protective shield that's around that you can shoot from the inside, and they can't shoot you from the outside. So I kind of like that aspect of it. And also his main special, the L1 R1 special, is gonna be an airstrike. So you can see here I baited a supply drop that got down. I dropped down and I tossed the supply drop. I really like this character because of, like I mentioned, just the kind of tank that he is. The fact that he has that shield when you aim, and also the fact that you can drop a protective shield around your team. So you're looking at this more strategically, whether to place a shield, drop your airstrikes and everything. I think he's a really cool character. What do you think should have been his main special instead of an airstrike? Because we have another character that already has an airstrike. What do you think his main ability should be? Should it be more of like a tank, like a more protective shield over for your whole teammates, or should it still be the that airstrike? But besides that, he's more of the tank, the out there to protect, drop the shield, protect your companions, and be more of that tank player out there. So, what do you guys think about our brother right here? Next up, we're going to take a look at Lifeline. And Lifeline, like I mentioned earlier, is my buddy's Ruffles' favorite character to use because, I don't know, he just started using her a lot and he just got super good at her. So basically, Lifeline's first, or her L1 ability, her basic ability, is to drop a little drone. And that little drone basically gives you health. So if your team is all banged up, it can give up to all three of you guys health. As you can see, it's popping up right now. I really like that fact because you can actually pop it down and, after a really big firefight, heal up and even use this specific character to do that. The other thing that I really like about Lifeline is that when she's picking someone down, when she's reviving somebody, basically a shield goes in front of you to protect you if someone's trying to shoot you. People can still run through it, they can go around though, but I like the fact that she does pull up a protective shield over you when you are knocked down. And my buddy Ruffles has saved me countless and countless times doing that when I always get knocked when I try to push too hard. So that's the really cool thing about Lifeline. Also, her L1 R1 ability is to drop a supply drop. Basically, she can drop one whenever, and it just has a bunch of random items from shields to weapons to scopes. Basically, what those big containers usually consist of and supply drops, she can drop one once her L1 and R1 ability is available. I think that's pretty dope because sometimes you get some heals, you get some legendary weapons, level 4, 3 or 4 armor. So you get a good variety of stuff for her drop. And she also, like I said, she has a healing ability and that drop ability there. So let me know what you guys think about Lifeline. And what do you guys think should be the next best? What would be her better R3? Should it be that if everybody's knocked down or with low health, she should be able to revive everybody up again? What are your thoughts? Let me know what you guys think, but this is kind of the basis of Lifeline. Next, we're going to look into Pathfinder. And I got to say, Pathfinder looks pretty cool because he's a robot. But to be honest, the only ability he does have is basically a grappling hook. And then his main ability is to drop a big zip line. I kind of get the fact that he's more of a scouting kind of guy, and it's cool because you can dip out from places, zip line the top of areas and stuff like that. But that's basically really all Pathfinder is: a grappling hook and a zip line. That is all he does. There's nothing else to him. There's not really too much to go into depth with Pathfinder, but that's basically the basis of Pathfinder: a zip line and a grappling hook. The next person we're going to look into is Wraith, and I gotta say, Wraith is actually a pretty cool character. Her abilities, the way it is, she has this interdimensional thing where she can basically morph a little bit. Like you can I think of Friday the 13th when I think about morph. But she has the ability to basically disappear for a couple seconds to basically get away from a firefight or actually push to a firefight. So that's kind of cool about Wraith. The other really cool thing about her ability as well is the fact that she can actually her R1, our main ability, is activating portals that which you and her teammates can definitely use. So I really like that aspect of her because I feel like that's really going to help when you're pushing a firefight or trying to escape. You basically set one up in one spot and then you close it up pretty far away. You got a good distance that you can actually use her ability that I've been checking out. I just let it run, and I ran us till the time right now, and that was a pretty far distance. So Wraith is good if you're trying to escape or push somebody. Wraith can run up to them first and have your teammates come in, or actually she can be a good escape plan as well. So Wraith is that good kind of balance to whether you guys can escape or push. And her interdimensional thing is cool too when you're trying to escape a firefight or just kind of push somebody without them noticing you just yet. But she does leave a little trail when she's using her L1 ability. And her R1 is good to escape, like I mentioned, or to push into a fight. What are your thoughts on Wraith? And now for our final character that's available for everybody. She is more of an assault, just like Wraith. She has little bullets on the side. She's more of a more to push. Her L1 ability is smoke, as you guys saw. She just pops smoke everywhere. It does deal damage once it pops open if you drop it near some players. And it's great for pushing. It's good to combo with Bloodhound. You drop the smoke, and then Bloodhound pushes up and with his own ability. So there's different ways you can combo stuff with these characters. That's why building the best team is good. But then her main special, her R1 and L1, is basically another airdrop or airstrike. She has an airstrike, just like our defense guy, our brother. So. And that's where I'm thinking, like, should they give her a different kind of ability? Or maybe hers is good for the airstrike, because maybe she can smoke and then drop the airstrike on them. Or should they give our brother something completely different? You know, who knows? But she's good for comboing and attacking and pushing different objectives. So that's what I kind of like about her. You drop the smoke, and you can either try to do that to escape or to push, or combo it with other characters. So that's the thing you can kind of look around or do the push with this particular character that I just can't pronounce the name of. What are your thoughts on this character? So I know that I missed about 2 characters that I have yet to unlock yet, because I haven't been able to pay it yet, and I don't want to pay it just yet. I want to grind to at least get one, and I might pay for the next one. But if you guys had a chance to play either one of these characters, what are your thoughts on them? What do you guys think? Like, how do you guys think they are? Are they pretty decent characters? Are they kind of well balanced? We'll be trying them out very, very soon. So, but besides that, looking at all these characters, and like I mentioned, some of them really contemplate each other very well. Like I mentioned with the female character with the smoke, with Bloodhound, and then if you have the tank as well, or even Wraith, that can be the perfect way to kind of push into a fight. So let me know what you guys think about these characters. What would be the best team, or what is your best team setup? If you're playing with your friends and not just randoms, excuse me, what do you guys think is the best setup? Would it be Bloodhound, Lifeline, and Wraith, Bloodhound, or this character right here? Or what is the best combination? We're going to be trying out different combination with some friends on our live stream, trying out different characters, trying to see if we can coordinate a good attack. And all this stuff, but I just kind of basically covered up the basis of all these characters, kind of what they do and what their abilities are. And what do you guys think should be different abilities? I know they can still update this game, and I'm just kind of looking that, you know, some characters have the same abilities and ways to make each one of them very unique. Some of them are already unique, but what would be some little tweaks that can do to make them even better? Leave your comments on or leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I would like to know. This game just came out, but, you know, as we look into this, maybe, you know, this can really turn out to be a really good game as we continue on and find these things to make this game even better. So don't forget to drop that like and drop that subscription, guys. Subscribe. We're going to be dropping out more content of Apex Legends. I got some other stuff that I've uncovered too, going around the map and looking for these little objects, which I'll cover in another video. But don't forget to follow us on all social media. Like the video if you guys enjoyed this. And we're going to have some more videos like this coming up. So thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.